Five Nights at Freddy's Help Wanted was the ninth Five Nights at Freddy's game in the entire series. Unless I missed one. Then it's probably the 10th. I would not be surprised if it was. But this game was different for many reasons. For all of its mini games, all of its secrets, and all of its different changes in good or bad ways. At the time of this recording, I have beaten every game mode except for the very last one. So I'm going to give you my most likely final thoughts of the game. So that said, let's get started. The first thing is Five Nights at Freddy's 1. Nothing much I had to say here besides on night 5. I always hated how luck-based Five Nights at Freddy's 1 was. And with the other games coming out, or that came out in the series, Five Nights at Freddy's 1 has always been lower on my favorite list. So with that said, making night 5 even more luck-based than it was from the beginning was just aggravating. Now, I'm not just going to be talking bad things. For the most part, I love everything about this game. One of my favorite VR games now. But it does have its problems. And besides the few glitches in there, which I did not run into too many, just didn't find this Freddy's 1 Night 5 was the more aggravating ones. And I ran into one kind of game breaking bug in Five Nights at Freddy's 3, but as soon as I restarted the game, that bug was gone and no longer to be seen. So that said, for Five Nights at Freddy's 2, once again, no problems, loved it, ran smoothly. I just question where the withered animatronics are. I made a video about this. I think the day it came out, where the withered animatronics were. And I was like, Steel Wool, Scott, any suggestions? Now, I don't even think what they should have done was maybe not have them in the game, but on the extras mode, at least have them in the extra modes. Same thing for the Nightmare animatronics. Besides, the withered animatronics not being Five Nights at Freddy's 2, which is the main reason I like Five Nights at Freddy's 2, was kind of disappointing. And some sounds in there were not added, like the alarm sounds were not there, which kind of made it less threatening. Other than that, how they walked in the room, very creepy. I found odd how you don't see them walk into the further rooms, but that's just me. I'm not gonna bash them for that. Very creepy, but for some reason, just doesn't scare me. Five Nights at Freddy's 3. Good, no problems. Like I said, that one bug where it kind of broke the cameras a little bit. Not much of a problem with that. The phantoms were a little annoying. It mainly annoyed me with you know, what's it called? Where they jump scare you on a camera that you're already on. So you're on one camera and then they just spawn on the camera you're already on. That's my only problem with that. But other than that, great mode. Loved it to bits. And now we go on to sorry, my voice sounded weird. I just covered my mouth for some reason. We go on to the other nights. Not much of a problem with those. The only problem I have with the other new nights is where the dealing with like Funtime Freddy, Nightmarion, and Nightmare Fredbear. Anything with teleporting, any mode, even the last game mode that deals with teleporting is a problem. I don't know if I'm doing it wrong. I don't know if there's any specific way you gotta do the teleporting, but it takes a few clicks for me to teleport. And when you're trying to get somewhere quickly to not die, that's a problem. Because I know I did die. I think I might have kept it in the video, and I might have cut it out because the amount of times I was raging. But I did die once to it not teleporting, which is a slight problem. Now, I will say, with Funtime Foxy, that mode and Nightmare Fredbear were probably the scariest modes of the entire game. Nightmare Fredbear, once I realized how to do it, and how he sprinted towards me, and you just see a bunch of like 2 eyes just sprinting towards me. That was absolutely terrifying to the point where I almost let out some unfriendly words. And Nightmare wasn't really scary, but I will say it kept me on edge. The jump scares, there's only one jump scare, and that's Funtime Foxy's, that really got to me. The jump scares, for some, I'm not bashing Scott or Seal Wolf for this. In the Five Nights at Freddy's VR fan made game, they didn't really get to me. I was like, okay, I don't know why these don't get to me. They'll get me in any other game, just not this one. The only other minigame I had a problem with was the original Fun with Balloon Boy, not the Nightmare mode. I don't know if it was just a new mechanic they did to change up Fun with Balloon Boy to make it a little bit different from Fun with Plush Trap, but sometimes he'll just randomly jump scare me when I don't flash it, and the timer was not down to 0. Once again, I don't know if that was a new mechanic, but hey, I'm just stating my opinions here. So that's pretty much every mode and some of the problems I have with the game. The major Here's what I would like to say about the game. The game itself, perfect. Very minor bugs, and if you do run into a bug, it's usually game breaking. Unfortunately, but the Five Nights at Freddy's 1 bugs are fixed. And with that said, the Five Nights at Freddy's 3 bugs, I don't know if they were fixed, but for the most part, I love this game. No real problems with it. The only thing that really bothered me and really bummed me out was the withered animatronics. They were the coolest animatronics to me in Five Nights at Freddy's 2. Five Nights at Freddy's 2 is my favorite game out of all Five Nights at Freddy's. So, first thing I did when I loaded the game up, played Five Nights at Freddy's 2, recorded it. I was having fun. Night 2 came, then I became disappointed. I love how smooth everything was in the game. Um, you didn't have that panic you did in Five Nights at Freddy's 2, the original one, with the alarm sounding off when they got close. I wish they added that. That's just a sound, so they should definitely have added that. The withered animatronics, I can see why they didn't do it. Having, I guess it would be 10 animatronics since Golden Freddy is really hard to add. I'm not bashing them from not adding Golden Freddy. They could add some Easter eggs into cameras, but that's just whatever. But what they could have done was like maybe have Five Nights at Freddy's 2 Toy Edition and Withered Animatronic Edition. That would have been cool. Or just have it the way it is now and just make the Five Nights at Freddy's 2 Withered Animatronics and put them in the extra modes so you can at least see them in all of their terrifying glory. Same thing for the Nightmare Animatronics. There was no Five Nights at Freddy's 4 in there, which surprised me because I was like, I was kind of expecting it because that's kind of like the main 4. I mean, I guess Scott wanted like the main trilogy, like 1 to 3, is like all canon. The rest is like up in the air or something like that. But Five Nights at Freddy's 4 definitely could have worked since you had fun with. What am I talking about? Night Terrors with Funtime Freddy and Nightmare and Nightmare Fredbear. Especially Nightmare Fredbear, you can go to both doors. You can turn around, flash the bed for the Freddles, and then go to the closet. Five Nights at Freddy's 4 100% would have worked if you just nerfed the AI a little bit. And which they did a good job of nerfing the AI to fit perfectly. But I don't know. It's just that could definitely fit. With the withered animatronics, I see why they didn't do it, because having like 10 animatronics is a bit too much to deal with in VR, and it might get a little harder there. But at least they should have said something about not having them. Like I look everywhere, Steel Wool, Twitter. I emailed them personally, got nothing. I made a video about it. People were liked the video, watched the video, still got nothing official. I'm only more annoyed about this is because I did not hear any official word. I understand that they're not in the game, but Scott Steelwool, please at least say a reason why. Then that would at least soothe my soul. But either way, those are my thoughts on Five Nights at Freddy's in the VR. I don't know why I call it in the VR. I did it in every episode. Don't know why. But either way, um, if you guys have personally played Five Nights at Freddy's VR, please share your experiences. Share what scared you the most. And if you have videos, send them. I'd like to see you get tortured as much as I got tortured. So, I'm not sadistic, I swear. So with that said, my name is Steve Gore, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out! Oh god, I accidentally made my audio spike just go pure red. Sorry if I killed anyone.